Please, may I know you?
I'm Dr. Akaji Fema.
Okay, Dr. Akaji, how are you today?
I'm good. Are you?
I'm fine, thank you. How's work?
Good, is fine, thank
Okay, Dr. Akaji, please, I want you to share with me what you know about paternity fraud.
you.
Like in a simple definition, what paternity fraud is.
I would say paternity fraud, simply put, is when a man is identified as a biological father to a child or children that he's actually not. When a child is identified as a biological father of child or children, when he's actually not their biological father.
Okay, he's actually not
Not,
their biological
yes,
father.
yes,
So maybe
yes.
he has fathered that child for like 5 years, 10 years, and
Yes.
later he get to find out that
Find out
he's
that
not the father.
yes, that's
Oh,
basically what paternity
paternity
fraud
fraud is
is. Yes.
okay. Please, what do you think is the possible cause of paternity fraud in our society?
I wouldn't really put it as like a course, a standard course, but I would say one of the highest contributing risk factor is the level of moral decadence in our society, which is basically the extramarital affairs. When a woman is having unknown extramarital affairs with other men outside, that could be one. Also, it could also be when, okay, let's say a lady is maybe not married yet. Let's not focus on only the married ones. Maybe not married yet, but maybe in a relationship engaged to someone about to be married, but also having affairs with someone else outside, and maybe about to get married, but doesn't want the her supposed her fiance to know that the child is not his, and then will drag the child which she got from another man from her infidelity into the marriage with this new person, and then this her fiance accepting the pregnancy wholeheartedly, thinking it is his, not knowing that the lady probably had one or two, affairs outside. So that could be another cause.
Cause of paternity
Yeah, but
fraud.
basically, I think it's all hinging on morals or ethics. From my
Okay.
experience, my view, I'm not saying that's all. I'll say majority of the cases, majority of the causes is hinging on extramarital affairs outside, or affairs outside a certain relationship between a man and a woman.
Okay. I also think poverty can be a cause to paternity fraud. What do you think about it?
Well, I think so too. But then I will still trace it back to what we're talking about level of moral decadence, morals and ethics. Because poverty, it's not the what I would say. I would not say it's something I've only seen amongst the poor, or among it's something that's poor, rich. It's in the popular words they say it go reach everybody. So
Yes.
it's not as if it's more amongst the poor people or more amongst the rich.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're
Thank you
welcome.
very much. I've noticed that so far from my discussion with you, it seems as if women have a greater fault in the case of paternity fraud. Do you think that the men also have a role to play?
Okay, thank you for that question. Yeah, I would say yes. That I agree that yes, women have a greater role to play, but there will also be a few instances where it may seem as though it could be the fault of the men. Let's take in cases of, let's say, a couple experiencing infertility, like a married couple not able to have children, and then maybe the woman, the wife, is suspecting that the father, that's her husband, could be the reason for their infertility, or she suspects that her husband cannot father children. Then you know the pressure in our society of today, you know the pressure that's being placed on women. Before a fault where a couple that don't have a child, that doesn't have a child, before anybody points a torchlight at the man, it's very rare. All the pressure, all the blame, all the fault, everything is on the woman. But if the woman maybe feels like, that pressure to, bear children, continue the family name, pressure from family, pressure from in-laws and everything, that pressure could also make the woman try to, like, have affairs outside, like sleep with someone in order to get pregnant and bring in a child to save her marriage or to save her family. So we could also say maybe that could be the role that maybe a man has to play based on maybe the man is infertile. But the man in question, which is the husband, is not aware of this transaction. I don't know how to call it a transaction, but he's not aware of this that is going on. He just sees his wife comes home one day and says, "Oh, like I'm pregnant," and everybody rejoices, and you know. So that's basically what I'll say. But more of the onus of the bulk of the blame of paternity. Let me not say blame because we're not here to point accusing fingers. That's not why we're here. Let me not say blame. I'll say the bulk of it is basically on the women, the mothers of the child. So that's what I'll say.
Wow, wow, this
Thank
is
you.
quite insightful. Thank you very much. I really enjoyed today's
Oh,
meeting with you.
I
Thank you very
enjoyed
much.
talking with
Thank
you
you
too.
very
Thank
much.
you very much.
All right, bye for now.